has been highly competitive since his rookie season. That New England Patriots offensive line has protected him for the second half of the season. But the Indianapolis Colts defense, they're coming. They are so improved. It is night and day from the time that they faced each other during the early parts of the season. I mean night and day. That defense is hitting you hard, punching you in the mouth, knocking you down, telling you to get up so I can hit you again. And even then, when you get up and they hit you again, they might decide to step on your leg while you're laying down after they've knocked you down for the second time. The Indianapolis Colts defense is coming. And so is Andrew Luck. Now, Andrew Luck is a name that many people remember, not with how wonderful his numbers look, although he was second in the league in turnovers. Just throwing it out there for those people who want to see Jay Cutler kicked off the Bears. You can turn the ball over as long as it doesn't hurt you when it comes to the bottom line, and that's winning football games. As long as you win, you're good. When you stop winning, that's when we have a problem. But an interception here and there don't hurt if it doesn't cost you the game. Just, young man, be careful with the football. Andrew Luck has that thing in him that many quarterbacks his age don't have. And let me ramble off some names. Robert Griffin III, Colin Kaepernick, Ryan Tannehill, who's improving, by the way, Johnny Manziel, these are the star quarterbacks of the future. Blake Bortles, Teddy Bridgewater, Andrew Luck is of a different breed. And why is that? He was a winner from the moment he stepped on the field. He has the same gene that Russell Wilson has. And for those ready to anoint him as one of the elite, he's one win away. He gets the opportunity to exercise some demons in the Patriots team that has whooped his behind 3 times. You don't think he's laying up tonight thinking to himself, if I win this game and I get this team to the Super Bowl, we can celebrate, but I might actually be immortalized. All Indianapolis has to do is figure out how to stop Gronkowski and set that frantic defense loose. Can he do it? I smell an upset, folks. My prediction, 34-28. Late touchdown in the end. Andrew Luck to Dante Moncrief. You heard it here first. Now on to the world of the NBA. And I'm going to update some scores real quick. So pardon me if things sound a little off, a little misjointed. I apologize. The Atlanta Hawks destroyed the Chicago Bulls. Well, they didn't destroy them, but they beat the Chicago Bulls 107-99. The Charlotte Hornets defeated the Indiana Pacers 80-71. Detroit beat Philly 107-89. Golden State put a whooping on the Houston Rockets on the road 131-106. Washington got past Brooklyn 99-90. Memphis held off Portland 102-98. Minnesota defeated Denver 113-105. There's currently one game going on right now. It's a pretty tight one. The Sacramento Kings are hanging on to a 1-point lead, leading the Los Angeles Clippers 60-61 midway through the third quarter. As far as hockey goes, there are 3 games that are still happening. Minnesota is leading Arizona 2-1. Calgary and San Jose are tied at 3 apiece going into near the end of the second period. Anaheim and Los Angeles, they're knotted up at 0. Midway through the first period, your finals, Columbus defeated Boston 3-1. Philadelphia got past Buffalo 4-3. St. Louis defeated Toronto 3-0. Montreal held off the Islanders 6-4. Carolina nipped Ottawa 3-2. Detroit defeated Nashville 5-2. Tampa Bay over Colorado 3-2 in identical scores, and also with identical results, being that they were shootout wins. Edmonton got past Florida 3-2, and Dallas defeated Washington 5-4. But we're talking about Bulls, y'all. What's going on with those Chicago Bulls? And I don't know. I know those Hawks, the Atlanta Hawks. Something's happening with them. They honestly look like the San Antonio Spurs of the East. In an excellent article written by Red Adams, people are sleeping on them. People are sleeping on them pretty hard. He has a piece up called Atlanta Hawks, Atlanta's Best Shot. I advise you to check it out. He's actually on to something when it comes to that. They defeated the Bulls at the United Center 107-99. And they look very formidable in doing so. You know, one thing that I'm going to say about the Hawks, sometimes they're those teams that we just don't pay attention to, and then they surprise us out of the blue. Just because we don't pay attention to them doesn't mean that they're not good. Atlanta's been doing this pretty much all season. 33-8. An excellent 17-5 record on the road. The development of Jeff Teague, who some people are ready to say Kyle Lowry is the best point guard in the East. Jeff Teague may have something to say about that. Jeff Teague, not up to his usual game statistics, scored 17 points tonight, dished out 11 assists, blocked 3 shots. Although he was 5 for 16 shooting, he's one of those guys that if you're not a subscriber to the NBA League Pass, you really don't know who he is. But he's averaging 17.4 points a game, 7.3 assists, rebounding the basketball nearly 3 times. And he averages nearly 2 steals a game. Time to start paying attention to those Hawks. Al Horford, finally healthy. Hopefully he can finish the season and remain healthy, because it will be interesting to see how this team produces in the playoffs, what they do in regards to winning. I'd be glued to my TV screen if they played Cleveland Cavaliers team in the second round. that'll be a pretty interesting series. I would pretty much just eat, sleep, and drink Hawks versus Cavs. I would love that. DeMarre Carroll, another guy who's underrated, pretty solid defensively, basically came out of nowhere. Kyle Culver, who the Bulls had in Chicago, and a lot of people still miss, he's playing out of his mind. Paul Millsap, most of us knew he was good. He was good in Utah. We didn't not pay any attention to him purposely. We just know that when you mention the name of Paul Millsap, kind of like the Bears hiring John Fox, yeah. But then when you see the production, you're like, damn, I should pay more attention. But that's the team that defeated the Chicago Bulls, who Coach Tom Thibodeau, once again, second game in a row, only played 8 guys. Now I love Thibs. I love him as a coach. But I just don't understand some of the things that he does as far as the minutes that he has the players playing. Taj Gibson, 42 minutes. Joakim Noah's out with an ankle injury. Had an MRI today. Results are not known just yet. You mean to tell me you couldn't sit Taj a little longer? Instead of playing him 42 minutes, maybe play him 35. Play Cameron Barstow, who defensively isn't going to hurt you too much. Play Nazir Muhammad. Same thing. Defensively, he isn't going to hurt you too much. Pau Gasol played 39 minutes. I understand winning the games are important. I do. In those 39 minutes, he scored 22 points, held down 15 rebounds, and had a blocked shot. But question is, are those 39 minutes that Gasol logged in today, is that going to hurt him come March, come April, come May? You couldn't play Mirotic a little more in tonight's game. Mirotic, 15 minutes. You couldn't give him any more time on the floor. I didn't understand that. Derrick Rose led the team in scoring. Shot the ball 22 times. Jimmy Butler, Bulls' leading scorer, shot the ball 11 times and scored 15 points. He was 6 for 11 on the floor, from the floor. People are wondering what's wrong with the Bulls. They're wondering why is the defense giving up the type of points that they're giving up at an alarming rate. And I like to point out the possibility of tired legs. I mean, sure, you have one of your main guys out in Noah. You have Mike Dunleavy, who, quite frankly, I've undervalued. He's out. The Bulls haven't looked right since he's been out. You also have injuries to Jimmy Butler, who doesn't look quite right. I'm not sure if his thumb is healthy, and if it's not injuries, it's fatigue. Derrick Rose is still trying to get his self back on track. Kirk Heinrich just recently returned from injury. I mean, he's running these guys in the ground, in my opinion. And it's time to at least give some of the other guys some playing time. I mean, I'm going over everything. And, again, 3 players left the bench for the Bulls. Mirotic, Aaron Brooks, each one more. So Cameron Barstow, healthy scratch.